set my world free. You set my world free. You set my world free. Yeah. Nothing can compare to. I set myself free. Nothing can compare to. Yeah. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move. We'll take it to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another. I've been down before. Feel like a whole world just wants my phone. I've been trapped by what they see me for, but now I'm free, free to go. We'll take it to another level, another level, another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move.
What's good, fam? Hope you guys are all doing great this Wednesday afternoon. And if not, you know that the VYG fam is out here to take good care of you. On today's Something Extra, we're going to be talking about the frenemy. Now, I'm not referring to a human being. I'm not referring to a person. I'm not referring to how you can identify someone who's untrustworthy. No, 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 no. We're not about that today. What I want to speak about is, doing that thing you need to do, you have to do, but the desire, or as we call it, the list to do it, zero. We have absolutely no will, no desire. We just don't feel it. We don't feel like doing it. And that is usually what discipline does to us. Discipline comes in the version of, you got to do it, although you don't want to do it. You got to do it, although it's not in your it's not in your plans to do it. It's not. You got to study. You got to wake up earlier. You've got to prepare yourself for something you're not in the mood for. You got to give up that junk food which you love and start eating healthy food. And the frenemy comes along. Who is the frenemy? The frenemy is our famous comfort zone. The frenemy is our comfort zone, which tells us you don't have to do it now, you could do it later. The comfort zone of procrastination. The comfort zone of, that's not what I feel like doing. The comfort zone of, hey, come on. Do you really, really, really have to? Come on, you don't have to. Are you really going to wake up this early where you can, indulge and enjoy a little bit more? Hey, that's life. You're resting. You need this rest. How much more comfortable is it to listen to the voice of our comfort zone, who is our frenemy, a friend disguised, or rather an enemy disguised as a friend, a wolf disguised as a sheep, coming to us and telling us what we want to hear, whereby discipline tells us to do the things which we need to hear. Discipline tells us the things we actually don't want to hear. Discipline confronts us. Discipline confronts our weaknesses. Discipline confronts everything we don't enjoy. Discipline puts us against the wall. It sets us against the wall. Discipline puts us in a situation which, by all means, we wish to not be in. Discipline, it puts us before a mirror of reality. It gives us a reality check. It tells us you need to study more. When you start studying something and you realize how you were going to fail that test dismally if you did not actually take the time which you are now taking to actually study. Did you ever stop to think about that? How challenging it truly is. And you tell yourself, wow, I need to study more, because clearly if I didn't study this year, I don't even remember when we covered this year, because guess what? You were not prepared for it. And now that you are preparing for it, you realize that you need to prepare even more for it. So that's the reality check which discipline puts us through. That's the reality check which discipline, as opposed to the comfort zone, the frenemy, puts us through, makes us face, makes us to deal with. So without prolonging today's something extra, what are the things you need to confront, the discipline you need to take for your own life in order for you to be able to accomplish the things which you haven't accomplished, in order for you to reach where you have to reach and do the things which you have to do, but you don't want to do it. What is it? It could be anything. I've got a few short list of things here. Let me just open this list here. Give me just a second. Certain habits, like there's so many which I can put. Here's a small one which you can start small, because certain changes, we want to do them all at once, but most of these challenges, we will have to take it one step at a time, gradually. For example, if you are the kind of person who's terrible with time, you're always late, and you're late for meetings, you're late for classes, you're late for your commitments. People already know that you were going to be late. So why are you late? Take a step back. I'm always late because I prepare my stuff in the morning, or whatever it is. So You have a challenge with maybe waking up earlier for you to prepare your stuff earlier as opposed to the night before, which would be ideal. But maybe let's say your only alternative is in the morning. So you do it in the morning. But if you wake up an hour earlier, you could resolve it. But maybe you say, PJ, waking up an hour earlier is not realistic. It's an unrealistic thought for me right now. I'm just that lazy. I'm just that deep into my comfort zone, which is not really that comfortable. But yeah, then you could start by waking up 10, 15 minutes earlier. And gradually, as you get used to the 10, 15 minutes earlier, you can go into and progress it. Perhaps your issue is being too much on your phone, on social media, which gives us that dopamine, which is something we're going to speak about soon. But for now, you're always on your social media, always focused on social media. You just can't stop scrolling. Perhaps you've tried cutting it out completely and it doesn't happen. You always find yourself back into that vicious cycle. Cut it slowly. Cut it. Set the screen time of how much time you're going to spend on it and commit to it. What I'm saying is it's not about you completely cutting it off at once, at least not initially, but maybe gradually. But the fact is you got to start somewhere. Every great person is born out of discipline. If you look at the greatest athletes, the greatest musicians, somewhere, somehow, even if they're not as disciplined as a human being, but for that which they want to accomplish, they will be. So there's that musician, whether he's unhealthy and stuff, but when it comes to his music, he has to be disciplined. He has to stay up till late, giving the best of himself in order for him to become that best musician which he plans on becoming. So there's so much I can talk about. There's so many examples, but I think these two will give you an idea. I can use food where perhaps you're just a junk freak and you're okay with eating always a lot of junk. I mean, I'm not going to say to you I don't like junk, as much as I'm going to say to you that I don't like sleeping. But I need to understand, how far is that going to control me? How much am I going to allow that comfort zone to control me? Or that so-called friend to control my life, my frenemy, which is the comfort zone. I need you to understand here and now that your greatest enemy, your frenemy right now, your great frenemy is actually your comfort zone. And I want to invite you to get out of it. So in the course of this week, I want you to take some time, give yourself this challenge. Start small. Don't go all out. Like I said, maybe you're going to gradually build on top of it. Maybe wake up 10 minutes earlier every day or 15 minutes earlier if you can. You're going to gradually do that. Cut down on social media and replace that time with perhaps reading, doing something profitable. You know, it needs to be practical, because if you do nothing about it practical, you're going to find yourself back into that vicious cycle. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And I want to hear a little bit more from you guys with regards to this challenge, how helpful it will be from this week until next week. I want to share here in the Something Extra the experiences from each and every one of you. I hope it's going to be profitable. I hope it's going to be helpful, because I'm also going to apply it. I also have a great frenemy to defeat, and I'm going to defeat him because I am about to get stopped. Not by this frenemy, but I'm going to give into my discipline. It's not going to be easy, but I know it's going to be worth it. Got it? So I'll hear from you guys, your challenges, those of you who are in your respective branches. Let's talk about it, discuss it, talk, chat, and I would love to hear from you guys. Please share with me, share coordinators, share with me the different stories and how this challenge will be, or has been, I'm sure by then, will be useful for you. All right. Not forgetting, if you guys want to get in touch with us, you want to chat to us, you need help with anything, don't hesitate to DM us. Your problem is ours, and we're here to take good care of you. All right. We'll see you guys around. Saturday, I'm going to be back with Dali for the Vibe O'Clock. We'll be sharing the second part of the don'ts. Now it's the don'ts of what to do in the love walk. And there is something really important I would like to discuss. So make sure that you guys connect this Saturday, 7 p.m. here in the VYG platforms, and catch up with what we have sharing with you guys. Make sure when you get these links, share it with someone, and share this challenge with someone as well. Share the challenge with someone as well. I'm sure it's going to be helpful for each and every one of us. All right, fam, take care of yourselves, and y'all know there ain't no stopping us. That's it. We out of here.